being someone else, I had a dream about a week ago. It was very profound to me. In the dream, I went to the mirror, and I knew myself to be, well, no, first I was sitting there, I was playing with my long hair, and then I remembered that I just shaved my head 2 days ago. So I went to the mirror in the dream, and I saw this woman in a dress, probably in her 30s, strawberry blonde, someone completely different than who I knew myself to be, but it was me. Was that a different aspect of me, or kind of based on what you were just saying?
I think sometimes in the dreams it is a preparation for the fact that you look different and people look different in different versions of reality. So our dreams can sometimes be preparing us for the true nature of reality, where things are not so rigid or linear or the same all the time. They have been this way purposely so that there's this sense of familiarity, there's less confusion, there's less chaos. But the actual nature of reality does not generally hold things in a rigid structure endlessly. It is always full of change. And in the higher frequency realms, this change is what you would call normal. So it is easier to detach from the physical form because you can at any given moment look completely different. So you do not make a persona of your avatar.
Right.
You do not make an image. You do not, but you can change it if you so wish.
Right, and I feel like I know that is magical, and that's where humans are headed, and so it was kind of a taste of that. I really remembered this version of me, and that I just cut my hair 2 days ago, and that's what led me to the mirror. And it was just so profound to me the next day. It changed everything in this reality because I just felt so good knowing that my consciousness lives on in many different versions of me.
Yes, of course. Yes, this is true. And when you have these experiences that set you free from the rigid idea that everything is the same all the time, did you at the same time experience the ability to drop any beliefs around that changing?
What do you mean?
The belief that you look the same, or the belief that someone else looks the same, or any other beliefs that are based on the idea that reality needs to look a certain way for me to feel okay.
Yeah, but I felt like it was just so amazing to see this version of me in a completely different avatar and know that was me, or visiting a different aspect of me, or me in a different incarnation, but with this consciousness. It felt very profound.
Yes, and did this other version of you hold the same beliefs as this version of you?
No.
Now that's very interesting, isn't it?
Well, first of all, that I even know that.
Yes.
Right, she lived a completely different life than I would have chose in this version of me.
So that's showing you that you do not need to remember things a certain way to have the best experience of reality possible.
Why did you think that I could even know what she believed?
Why did you think that we knew?
That's so profound. I didn't even consider it until you asked me. And then when I looked at the energy of it, not even knowing her or like having a conversation, I just looked at her image and her energy and went, no, she doesn't believe how I believe. But yet it was me.
Yes, yes.
Whoa.
Which shows you that your beliefs are a structure that you use to support the image of who you think you are.
So for this avatar only.
Yes. And from that experience, did you feel an expansive freedom?
I felt like I was unlimited as a human. I had no fear of death. I had no fear of life. It gave me such an amazing power inside and freedom. It was amazing.
Yes, and keep that vibration, keep that that feeling as the way to, when you are looking for excitement or joy because you've lost them momentarily, that is an experience, that is an example of what reality truly is more like.
Right, because
rather than rigid and linear.
Because I felt like I'd moved solidly into a knowing, even though I've known in various ways, but they're really knowing that this life isn't all there is, and that I go on, and that what I learn here, I move on, and that I'm infinite, and I experience all sorts of things, and that I don't lose me, because I still knew this cool, groovy version of me, even when I was in that body that believed different. And
your consciousness never loses sight of itself.
Right, but in that, there's also probably versions of me inside of this avatar that don't believe how I believe, and are like, wow, I look like her?
This is a possibility and a probability.
Right, but the greatest tool to take, kind of what I'm hearing from you, is that my feeling from it and what I felt and what it empowered me, that was kind of what Spirit was showing me in the dream, to know that, so I'll be more expansive here.
Yes, exactly. This is the purpose of these experiences, in a sense. And we would like to ask you a question.
What?